Best of 5, love all. That backhand, it's the backhand I want for my next birthday. I'm not a gifts guy, but that backhand, an exception. Good point here on Jaehyun on the run. Just take note here, though, the world #1 did not play a third ball attack on either of his first 2 serves. Put that in your tactics tank. Think about it for just a bit. Small sample pool, only 2 points. And a push as well here on the receive. This could be a sign of a player who's just doing a little litmus test, licking his finger and holding it up to test the direction of the wind, metaphorically speaking. For a moment, it looked like An Jaehyun thought the point was over after that side-swiping inside-out forehand. Seatbelt shot, and then it's a chase to play the ball from behind the body. Never easy. Interesting. Was it the third ball that he attacked here? If so, that'd be the first time on his serve. Extra spin on the push, getting some racket speed as he leans it back like a lounge chair to get under this ball. Not just adding spin to the ball, but keeping it quite short. Looked like he was going to play opening backhand receive. Taking a flick, but turns it quickly for a defensive shot. Long serve for a brush back. Don't creep in on my table. I see you, Holmes. Don't move in on me. An Jaehyun keeping the receiver guessing. The amount of power that he can get in this moment here, it's always nice to see. Hwang Yo-jung closest to the camera, Chun Yeon-yu, the next generation. It's a tricky thing to let Lin Shidong take the first attack. I say that because you can't really predict where he's going to go. He's got power on both wings.
Fight.
Liu Hung, Liu Zhicheng, Qin Zhijian, some of the coaches for the team. And lastly, Secretary General from the era of the pen holders, Qin Zhijian.
Five, six.
It's a big turning point for An Jaehyun. 2019 at the World Championships. That was when he was number 10 in Korea and still qualified to be one of 5 representatives and the last Korean man standing in that event. Came very close to playing the final. Ooh, surprise, surprise, still table there. An Jaehyun testing the length on that table, the depth. The biggest change for me, I'd watched An Jaehyun as a teenager play. He could counter loop forever, but he couldn't finish a point. Then he started working with Lee Jung-woo, left-handed J-pen player who finished like Quadri Aruna with his arm behind his head throughout the 90s. He put on a lot of muscle. Suddenly he had some power. The power to finish points, the power to intimidate an opponent. Yoonam Gyu, good to see you. Man who Timo said had an 8-pack like he had never seen. Really showed him what hard work is. Good touch play, the soft hands that started this off. And then Shidong ties it up, had been trailing. It's been back and forth for these two. Despite the fact that towel break on Jaehyun leading. And on the parallel, it's a forehand to backhand battle. Take a look here on Jaehyun. First attack. Quality second backhand, but the third, just a bit of trouble. Lin Shidong saying, let's see if you can do that again. I'll pick that fight. Takes a lot of work to win a point with that backhand counter of Lin Shidong. On Jaehyun putting in a lot of lower body work. First shot comes back and then leaps back into the mid-distance counter loop game. And this time it counts. He gets it through. He puts it away on the step around forehand. That extra power. It's not just power. A lot of players in the world have power. The ability to create an opening. To get the feet around the corner, to pivot, get the whole body into that shot and recover if you need to. 1 point lead for An Jaehyun on the receive. Oh, down the line. Lin Shidong was going the other way. This was the most unlikely of shots, and An Jaehyun completely blindsiding with this backhand like he was on ice skates. Slides over, short side of the table, an untouched receive, and it sets up 2 game points to get his serves back, should he need the second one. Gets a good look at a third ball here, but a long push catches the top edge of the racket. Looks like everybody's got sharp eyebrows today, from Yoonam Yu to Wang Hao on the bench on the other side. Legends of the game coaching on the stars of today. Lin Shidong saves 1 game point, 1 more for An Jaehyun. Solid receive and a good attempt at quick footwork to get over for the wide forehand. But Lin Shidong saves 2 game points and sends it to deuce. Alternating serves now until one player has a 2-point lead. It's guarded optimism there, encouragement from Wang Hao, knowing that the job isn't done yet. 3 straight points. And the comeback has not been stopped yet. It is now game point for the top seed, Lin Shidong. Soft flick carries long. An Jaehyun mixing it up there to go into the forehand. Pendulum serve. Shorter side of half long, and I love the expression. Lin Shidong's got a lot of personality, no doubt about it. Ooh, one more touch shot. That's the answer to the riddle in this rally. Soft hands, keeps it short. One more. Little on the shallow side. Puts pressure on Lin Shidong to finish with his backhand, so now he's in deep thought. What's it gonna take here? Another game point for An Jaehyun. 3rd game point. And on his 3rd opportunity, he takes game number 1. He's beaten Lin Shidong. Players back for game 2. An Jaehyun leading 1-0 over the top seed.
Love 1.
Still a long way to go, even being up 2-0 against Lin Shidong is not enough for many in a best of 5. That said, having been world number 1 for a little while now, it's always interesting how volatile and quickly, well, how volatile the rankings are, how quickly they move, and a little back edge here for Lin Shidong. Even Wang Chuqin first stepped into the world number 1 spot and was out, I think, a week later before getting the spot that he would hold for quite some time before this man started paying rent for that number 1 spot.
3 love.
Different start this time around. Lin Shidong leaving little to chance. Oh,
Love 4.
very close there, but just long, missing the back edge of the table in the fishing game. Rocket racket speed. The backhands on Jaehyun, ready for the pace, calibrated for the spin. That's mostly his spin, but then top spin comes back and he plays it right to the elbow first and then deep to the backhand corner. A good combination. Moves Lin Shidong just into the middle a little bit before going deep to that backhand. Oh, what a forehand flick. Not an easy shot to play. On Jaehyun would have you believe otherwise. Soft hands, shallow. Finds just the corner there. This is not a coincidence. This is well practiced. How many thousands of hours has he spent in practice halls around the world training that shot for moments like this against the best in the world at the moment? Down the line, and it's not coming back. Lin Shidong leans and gets over and into this one. Qiaoliang indeed beautiful, says Wang Hao. Some words of encouragement for the world number 1 to get him back in the zone. When you think of which other Koreans are in this event, Lee Sang-soo taking down Ugo Calderano to start off the day. Quite a performance. Few can do that.
But
this would be quite headline news. It said Lin Shidong showing no signs of lying down on the job, falling asleep at the wheel. Rather, he's up 6 points here.
9-2.
Steady spin into the middle.
Two, 10.
8 game points now at the second towel break for Lin Shidong. I think there's something peaceful and calming about knowing that you've put in the hard work. Yeah, there's pressure when you're world number 1, but sometimes you're reminded that if you bring out simple in the semis, this is the round of 16.
One love.
So there you have it. Keep your eyes on the man in the lead to be the first man ever to cross the 100 line in the WTT era for wins at WTT events.
Love 2.
That's some momentum. 8 of the last 8 points. Another way to say that is 8 in a row. Good answer, a taste of his own medicine. A casual backhand down the line. Lin Shidong makes it look easy to counter this first one. Does it quite casually. Few get the ball back as fast as An Jaehyun did. A little bit of a wake-up call there.
3-1.
Good deep receive. I love the boxer step there. The gorilla growl that he does. That. Oh, oh, oh. You'll hear it. Sometimes even fans in the crowd do it. There it is. As the Lin Shidong fan club grows, you'll hear it more and more. Oh, as deep as can be. This serve right into the backhand corner of the table. Oh, what a backhand. A little help from the edge of the table, but the power and the placement is there. Perfect placement. Apology. All part of the game. Heavy spin on the opener. Abbreviated forehand into the middle and a ripping backhand. Good lean there to get the upper body out of the way. It takes a strong base and a wide stance. Now we're talking. The leans are coming out and the loops are coming in strong. You want a weather report? Bring your umbrellas because it is hailing drives and loops out here. Some top spin. Watch out now. Front row, you may get wet. 3 points in front, the world #1. The rallies just keep getting better.
5-3.
Quality opening shot from near the table on Jaehyun. Remember, last game 11-2. So An Jaehyun already passing his score from game #2 to make his campaign to get a 2-1 lead here. I'll bet someone could auto-tune it. The gorilla growl. Nice and clean, the backhand. He's a very jovial guy, very friendly, Lin Shidong. But that backhand is not clowning around. Near the table. The twist, the timing from the waist. Strong legs. There it is again, the shot maker near the table. You want him far, you want him far away. Some spectacular shots on the chase from An Jaehyun, but already in position and ready. Compact Lin Shidong covers that one right there. Got the eyes a bit starry up in this infinity arena. Nice touch, getting under that ball. It's a fine line. Lin Shidong getting rid of that ball after. We've seen some players hit the ball out of frustration much more violently and aggressively than that and get yellow carded. That was gentle enough. Behavior is like art in some senses. It's tough to draw a hard line. No pun intended, by the way. 5 points in front here, Lin Shidong. After a quite tight scoreline, what, 3-5? An Jaehyun is down by 2, but keeping their distance here. Way behind the table, and the side spin doesn't carry it back on. Lin Shidong with the power. He's not a tall man, Lin Shidong. Out of the world top 3, despite having the best world ranking. Heavy side on that ball. A bit casual play here from the world #1 in the blocking game. A little bit more than blocking. He adds top spin on it to keep the threat. Doesn't go for his big shots.
10,
Ooh, this
6.
backhand. It's funny, I'm still thinking through that lobbing point. It was just a quick replay. It looked like he would have hit the ball inside out with heavy side spin, but I think there was less on it than on Jaehyun thought. It was just the placement was so unusual. And there it is, he takes the screen. Lin Shidong, one of the top contenders for this title here.
Lock 1.
Good deep push, leaving it at the baseline on Jaehyun, trying to find whatever belief he can. I feel like we might have gotten a gorilla growl from the crowd. Table after one of the most athletic points in this match so far. The footwork that it takes to hit any of these shots if you're already in position is world class. But when you're running around the ball to replant, look at the legs, look at the waist. This rally continues if that ball doesn't hit the edge of the table. Offers his apologies and gets back and ready. It's part of the game. Making the most of this serve deep to the backhand. Stretching the shoulder. Remember, it is must win. This is best of 5. An Jaehyun must win this game to keep his hopes alive in this men's singles event. Thought someone let air slowly out of a balloon.
Let 3, 1.
Touch play, same way the match started. Jaehyun, personal coach for Lin Gaoyuan. He's closest to the camera in that shot. Two big points here, quick from Lin Shidong. Racket high on the receive, keeps it very loose between points. You can watch him shake it and rattle it. Keep your eyes on Lin Shidong with that racket. That's his way of not committing to either side just yet. Holds it up the way you would if you wanted to make a knife disappear, so you can look right at the thinnest part of it. Keep a loose grip because you're not sure if the pointer finger or the thumb is going to have more work to do on the follow-up shot. Captures this one early at its peak. That's a whole lot of forward motion when he pushes off of that right foot. An Jaehyun gets the whole body behind this ball. Turning that corner, leaving nothing to regret. The most impressive shot for me in this rally is An Jaehyun's backhand. Not the finisher, the pace and the power. Lin Shidong blocks it, but then it's the change of pace to follow that's uncomfortable. For a point against Lin Shidong. He does not lie down. Recovery after an authoritative shot. This is late in the rally already. An Jaehyun having to split the feet on a few occasions here. Trying for the hooking forehand. Lin Shidong mixing it up with the bends.
Five, six.
Big point in the short rally. An Jaehyun looking for a bit of morale boost wherever he can get it. Nice long push right to that baseline. Good camera angle to demonstrate. Man, the production just knows exactly the shots I want to see. It's perfect as a spectator. You're getting all the angles that are important for every shot, for every replay. An extra spin on this one as well. The right length to that forehand to make it uncomfortable. 2 points in front on Jaehyun. Nice 45, get ready. Shovel serve, barely any follow through. Soft hands, leaves it low inside the table. An Jaehyun with a good response to a serve that's tough to read. Extra spin on the forehand to follow the pendulum serve. A third ball. Sometimes only that one win on the head-to-head is enough to keep the pressure on the opponent, that they can remember you beating them. There is hope. He's up by 3 in game 4.
5.
Continuing towards the finish line, looking to send this one to a decider. An Jaehyun's taken down some big names over the years. Tomokazu Harimoto, when he was near his peak, and the momentum right now. Jaehyun, 6 of the last 8 points against the top seed, the world number 1. Oh, the timing, a little bit of net on it, but he springs and bounces right on top of this from baseline. Watch Lin Shidong move in, way back. Gets about 3 steps on that, and now he's back in right where he serves from. Big backhand to save a timeout. He's got 4 game points. An Jaehyun. Again, no matter who you're rooting for, if there's a game 5, it's simply more spectacular table tennis to enjoy. And he takes it on serve. Pendulum, it's don't look down.
Love 1.
The consequences are real for both players here. An Jaehyun won't get the lecture that Lin Shidong would get, but he won't be able to sleep tonight. First point on receive. This is just too good. He took every chance there was. Low percentage shots for a high percent success. And Lin Shidong has the answer to everything that is thrown his way. The pace, the arm behind the head, looking for the middle. An Jaehyun dealing with a shark on the other side, and 8 rows of teeth come at him from the barriers. Lin Shidong, danger in the deep waters.
Let 1-1.
That is scar power. When An Jaehyun smashed the ball, took it right off the bounce. Few will do that successfully and have to worry about the ball coming back in a rally like that.
1-2.
Throughout the whole point, I was thinking to myself, An Jaehyun is so good at changing the pace. He's not giving 2 of the same ball to Lin Shidong. And that said, Lin Shidong leads. on receive.
Three, one.
Big points here to gain back confidence. Heavy topspin on the first from An Jaehyun. See the way the elbow sort of straight forward on that. Just feels like the timing was broken. An Jaehyun, like many, moves his feet so well and will have to continue doing that.
4-1.
This is why players not only wear table tennis shoes, but that they hit the gym hard, they work out, they do their squats so that they can set themselves up in position, not just side to side, but the in and out game. Lin Shidong, 4 straight points. And he continues, they switch sides as one player has reached 5 in the decider. Now if it were An Jaehyun right now leading 5-1, percentages might still be in Lin Shidong's favor, but it would feel a lot closer to 50-50 than it does right now. An Jaehyun, 65% in deciders. He's 8% the favorite.
1-6.
I have to imagine that on the rare occasion that Lin Shidong is in a decider, he's playing against Wang Chuqin or Liang Jingquin most of the time. That's part of the reason the stats are the way they are. Ooh! Not even a flinch from Christoph. Man, Kobe Bryant moment here. Keep your eyes on the umpire for this after this serve, which was nearly an ace. Maybe it was just the camera angle. Fast footwork tested and a pendulum serve to that deep forehand corner. Taking some chances from down 1-6 and it pays off. Little wrap on this one.
7-2.
You like shawarma? How about Shidongma? Lin Shidong turns the line there, side and top spin on it. Not so fast. An Jaehyun doing what he can. That was him, by the way, speaking to Lin Shidong, saying not so fast. These two are as quick as they come. Quality rally, but it's Lin Shidong in the backhand, arguably the best backhand in the world. Tough to really hold anyone else is up to his. The fact that An Jaehyun has put the pressure in the backhand rallies on Lin Shidong is just, it speaks volumes of his own backhand. Footwork tested. An Jaehyun backs up and doesn't just brace for impact, but counters to the open forehand to regain the table. Then he moves right back in. First one was a safe shot. It was about the placement. 4-point ball game here. It's a long way to go. He was down 1-6 on Jaehyun. No, he's done it before, but this time it finished the point with his shoulder. Gorilla growl. Oh, he saves it. Lin Shidong handles all the heat.
5-9.
An Jaehyun holds nothing back. That last ball he leaves under the table. He played, what, 4 shots in a row right off the bounce, any one of which most players would have missed. And Lin Shidong gets back those aggressive, high-risk shots time and time again. trouble. He shortens it up. Lin Shidong brings An Jaehyun just a step into the table to set up 5 match points. He covers his ground so well in the backhand. Look at this, arcing shot. A bit more spin, a little bit less speed, something to change it up. Lin Shidong very casual there. A little bit of side spin, getting ready to fish the next ball. 5 match points for the top seed. And he takes it. The lights come up quickly. What a match it was.